What's up, guys? It's Coach Hours from Think Pro Basketball, and in today's video we're going to talk about a few key points that'll help you become a better basketball player in only 1 week. Let's have a look. So speaking of workouts, I've got a free one for you today. All you have to do is click that link in the first line of the description. It's going to send you straight to our website, where all you have to do is enter your email address and we'll send you that free workout today straight to that email inbox. Now, before we get started, I know 1 week is not a lot of time to become a completely better basketball player, but it's the perfect amount of time to lay a foundation, set your platform to really work towards your goals on the player that you want to become. Now, we're going to look at 3 different sections today: dribbling, shooting, and conditioning. We're going to break it down whether you're depending upon your age, if you're a younger player or you're a more experienced player, your position, are you a guard or are you a big? And then we're going to talk about different ways that you can become a better player by setting that foundation in only 1 week. So let's have a look by the first section of dribbling. Now, if you only have 1 week to lay a foundation and a platform for yourself to get better and become a better player, then focus on your weaknesses. Focus on the things that are going to put you in position to be successful. If you're a big man, would you handle the ball like a Irvine? Or would you handle the ball as a Marc Gasol or a Tim Duncan? Somebody or a player of that nature that's going to put you in a realistic situation when game time situation comes. What are you going to do with your ball handling to better yourself as a player? What type of things are you going to work on? Do you need to work on your pound dribbles? Do you need to work on your crossovers? Or do you need to work on your Kyrie Irving type of move? Top ball handlers in the NBA. Is that going to help you? Think about that. So if I've got a guy over here that needs the work to become a better ball handler as a big man, I'm going to look at him and say, hey, why don't we work on some post dribbling moves or some simple crossover moves or pound dribbles, just so we can get comfortable dribbling the ball before we expand to the next step. Now, that's the part of the foundation you want to lay. Work on your weaknesses. Don't just jump to try to become the best player you could possibly be immediately. Take steps. It's all about progression in order to get better, especially when handling the ball. Now, if I've got a guard over here and I look at the guard and I say, hey, you handle the ball 90% of the game, then you should be doing dribbling moves to be able to blow by your defender, break down your defender, and make plays for yourself and others around you. So maybe for a guard, you're working on moves that are on the move. You're working on your complex moves, double crossovers, between the leg crossovers, things of that nature. Again, work on your weaknesses. Don't just jump to things that you think are going to make you better overnight. Work on the things that will make you better step by step in progression in order to become a better ball handler. So if you're post, work on your post move, work on your post dribbling. That'll help you set that foundation so when it's time to go to work in the post, you're comfortable. If you're a guard and you need to break down your defender on the outside, on the perimeter, have some go-to moves. Put those in your back pocket so you know what you can get comfortable with and what you have to work on in order to get down and break your defender down to make plays for yourself and for others around you. So think about your weaknesses and really concentrate on them for that week that you have to get better. Now, staying on that topic and that process of becoming a better player, we're going to talk about shooting. Are you a big man that if you can stretch the floor, so be it. Work on your mid-range jump shots. If you can stretch it all the way to the three-point line, shoot those three-point shots. But don't forget to work on your bread and butter. Don't forget to work on your post game, especially if you're a guy that is only able to work on in the post. Maybe you haven't worked on stretching your game yet. So work on those weaknesses. Maybe you do start with 12-foot jump shots and expand to 15-foot jump shots after you've gotten completely comfortable at going to work in the paint. Do you have a nice go-to hook that you can go to? Do you have a nice drop step that you can go to? Do you have counter moves in the post that you can use against defenders if they're trying to take away your go-to move? So it's important to get comfortable with what you're good at first before you take steps to those extreme weaknesses. Again, so if you're a guy that's posting up and that's good in the paint, maybe after you get comfortable with that, you take that step out. Maybe now you're shooting 12-foot jumpers off the glass like Tim Duncan made out of his career. Maybe you're doing things of that nature to then progress throughout that week of becoming a better player and a better shooter as a big man. Now, if you're a guard, you've got to be able to stretch the floor. You've got to be able to knock down shots on the perimeter to be an elite guard. So you might have to start work on dribble pull-up, 1 dribble pull-up, 2 dribble pull-ups, catch and shoots, things of those natures to help you become a better shooter as a guard. If you're not there yet, then maybe you start with something simple as form shooting, step out, rhythm shooting, catch and shoot, things like that to help you become a better shooter. Again, it's not about the overnight product. It's about the step-to-step, the progression that you make throughout the week to really lay that foundation to become a better shooter. It's important that you think that way. You think about trusting the process, as Joel Embiid would say. Trust that process to get better rather than thinking about the overnight product and if you're going to be the best player that next day. It takes time to become great. Ask anybody in the NBA. So focus on those drills and weaknesses as a shooter rather than just going straight into shooting deep threes if you're a big, or shooting deep threes or trying to dunk the ball if you're a guard. Work on the things that's going to make you successful when game time rolls around. Now, the last topic we're going to touch base on is your conditioning as a basketball player. Everybody's got to be able to get up and down the court, whether you're a big man or whether you're a guard. And maybe if you're a guard, you're working on something that's more of a long-term, long-pace type of run, so you have your conditioning to be able to go further to further, because ultimately as a big man, you're running more than a guard is, because you're running rim to rim when a guard maybe sometimes is just going three-point line to three-point line. I bet you didn't think about that, guards. Now, as a guard, maybe you're working on quick sprints. Maybe you're working on your lateral movement to guard the ball, because you've got to do more of that on the perimeter. You've got to be quick on the perimeter in order to be in good shape. Now, being in good shape, that means maybe you're getting out on the track, you're running mile runs, maybe you're running quick sprints. Or if you want to do it on the court, you're just running full length court, you're running suicides, you're running quick touches, maybe you're doing lane line touches. If you're a big, a lane line touch drill is great. If you're sliding back and forth because you're mostly inside the paint and you're getting used to that lateral movement. If you're a guard, maybe you're doing baseline to half court sprints. Those type of things that'll help you match your playing style and put that conditioning into your game, because to be in good condition doesn't mean just to make 2 minutes of great effort. It means being able to, what do you look like in the fourth quarter? Do you look the same off the tip as you do in the fourth? Because if you do, then that means your conditioning is top notch. So be in the best condition you can be as an athlete and as a basketball player, especially, because if you're in great shape, you'll be a much better player. Because if you get tired in 30 seconds, you'll be right on the bench catching your breath. But if you've got good shape and if you're in good condition, you'll be in there in crunch time, fourth quarter and overtime, baby. Put that work in, be in good shape, so when game time situations comes, you don't need no subs. So the biggest thing you can take away from this video is matching your training with your playing style, so you can focus on the things that's going to impact your game immediately. And then as you get comfortable with that, then you progress. Then you work on the things that may need more work than those things that are going to make you better immediately, because that foundation, like I've said over and over again, is the most important thing. So if you've got to work on your conditioning, if you've got to work on the simple ball handling moves, or if you've got to work to become a better shooter on the perimeter, do those things and get comfortable with that to better yourself as a player immediately within that week frame, so you have that foundation and that platform to then build on top of. Because it's most important to do what's best for you now as a player than to be someone that you're not. Focus on what's going to make you great now and focus on what's going to make you better later. So that's the key point that you need to take away from this video. Focus on your playing style and match your training to it so you can become great and lay that platform and foundation. Now, before I let you go, hit that subscribe button, join the Think Pro family, as every week we'll release brand new videos to help you become a better player, whether it's drills or me talking to you one-on-one to help your game. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to click that link, because I have that free workout for you today. And that link's gonna send you straight to our website, where all you have to do is enter your email address and we'll send you a free workout today. Now get out there and don't forget these key points we talked about today. Start your training right now. Get in the gym, focus on what's gonna make you great today, and then what's gonna make you better tomorrow, because the process is the most important. Progress one day at a time. So until I see you again, remember to always keep hooping.